Today our topic is the Stoics' approach to handling criticism. Criticism is something we all face in life. It can come from friends, family, co-workers, or even strangers. Sometimes it feels helpful, but other times it hurts. The way we react to criticism can change how we feel and how we live. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, teaches us how to handle criticism in a calm and wise way. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca believed that we cannot control what others say or do, but we can control how we respond. This idea is at the heart of handling criticism like a Stoic. First, let's understand what criticism is. Criticism is when someone points out what they think is wrong with us, or what we do. It can be about our work, our behavior, or even our personality. Sometimes criticism is fair and meant to help us improve. Other times it is unfair or meant to hurt us. Either way, criticism can feel uncomfortable. The Stoics would say that the discomfort comes not from the criticism itself, but from how we think about it. If we see criticism as a personal attack, we feel hurt. If we see it as a chance to learn, we feel motivated. The key is to change our perspective. The Stoics believe that our thoughts shape our emotions. If we think something is bad, we feel bad. If we think something is good, we feel good. This is why they focus so much on controlling their thoughts. When someone criticizes us, the Stoic approach is to pause and ask, is this criticism true? If it is true, we can use it to improve. If it is not true, we can let it go. This simple question helps us avoid overreacting or feeling unnecessary pain. For example, if someone says you are lazy, we can ask ourselves, am I lazy? If we know we are working hard, we can dismiss the criticism without anger. If we realize we have been procrastinating, we can take it as a reminder to do better. Another Stoic idea is to separate what we can control from what we cannot. We cannot control what others say or think about us. We can only control how we respond. This is a powerful idea because it frees us from trying to please everyone. No matter how hard we try, someone will always find fault with us. The Stoics would say that trying to avoid criticism is a waste of energy. Instead, we should focus on being the best version of ourselves. If we live with honesty, kindness, and effort, we can feel proud of who we are, even if others criticize us. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote in his journal, "It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it, that matters." This reminds us that our power lies in our response, not in the opinions of others. Stoicism also teaches us to see criticism as an opportunity for growth. When someone criticizes us, it can feel like an attack, but it can also be a gift. It shows us how others see us and gives us a chance to improve. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, said, "The wise person looks to the purpose of all actions, not their consequences." This means we should focus on the lesson in criticism, not the hurt it may cause. For example, if a teacher criticizes our essay, we can feel upset, or we can use the feedback to write a better essay next time. The Stoic approach is to choose growth over resentment. One of the most important Stoic practices is to prepare for criticism in advance. The Stoics believed in thinking about the worst-case scenarios so they would not be caught off guard. This is called premeditation of evils. If we imagine someone criticizing us before it happens, we can plan how to respond. For example, if we are giving a presentation, we can imagine someone saying, "This is boring." If we prepare for this, we can stay calm and respond with confidence. Epictetus, a Stoic teacher, said, "It is not events that disturb people, but their judgments about events." By preparing our minds, we can face criticism with peace instead of panic. Another Stoic tool is to practice humility. Humility means recognizing that we are not perfect and that we can always learn. When someone criticizes us, humility helps us listen without defensiveness. It reminds us that we are all human and that everyone makes mistakes. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If someone is able to show me that what I think or do is not right, I will happily change, for I seek the truth, by which no one was ever truly harmed." This shows the Stoic willingness to accept criticism when it is fair. Humility also helps us let go of unfair criticism, because we understand that the opinions of others do not define us. The Stoics also believed in focusing on our own actions rather than worrying about what others think. If we spend too much time trying to please others, we lose sight of our own values and goals. Epictetus said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." This means we should not be afraid of criticism if we are doing what we believe is right. For example, if we choose a career that makes us happy but others criticize it, we should stay true to ourselves. The Stoic approach is to focus on our own path and let others think what they will. Another important Stoic idea is to see criticism as a test of character. How we handle criticism shows who we are. If we react with anger or defensiveness, we show weakness. If we react with calmness and openness, we show strength. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." This means that when someone criticizes us unfairly, we should not stoop to their level. Instead, we should respond with kindness and integrity. This not only makes us stronger, but also inspires others. The Stoics also remind us that criticism often says more about the critic than about us. People who criticize others are often dealing with their own insecurities or problems. When someone criticizes us, the Stoic approach is to ask, "What is this person going through?" This helps us respond with compassion instead of anger. For example, if a coworker criticizes us, it might be because they are stressed or unhappy. Understanding this can help us stay calm and avoid unnecessary conflict. Finally, the Stoics believed in the importance of self-reflection. After facing criticism, we should take time to think about what happened. Was the criticism fair? Did we react well? What can we learn from the experience? This practice helps us grow and become better at handling criticism in the future. Seneca wrote, "Assess your progress not by what you have, but by what you are." This means we should measure our success by our character, not by the opinions of others. In conclusion, the Stoic approach to handling criticism is about control, perspective, and growth. We cannot control what others say, but we can control how we respond. By changing our perspective, we can see criticism as an opportunity instead of a threat. By focusing on growth, we can use criticism to become better. The Stoics remind us to stay humble, focus on our own actions, and see criticism as a test of character. They teach us to respond with calmness, kindness, and self-reflection. Criticism is a part of life, but with the Stoic approach we can handle it with wisdom and strength. As Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realizes this, and you will find strength. This is the heart of the Stoics' approach to handling criticism.